I am statements, the powerfulness of them, especially the word confidence and being confident. And we're joined tonight by Miss Dania Beckford, Miss Official Broadtail, confidence advocate herself. So Dania, before we went to break, we touched upon the imposter syndrome. This is a new term for me. I just recently learned, I think maybe last year I learned about it. Break it down for me, for myself who needs to know more about it, and for our viewers who don't know about it.
Imposter syndrome is basically feeling like you're not good enough or you don't belong. You are your own imposter in moving forward to whatever goal you want to get to. So there are levels to it. You have the perfectionists who they have to have every single thing in line for them to even try to chase whatever purpose they want to go at. It's interesting too that, as I was saying to you before, women are the ones that we suffer from it most. You also have the natural genius. So they're naturally good at everything that they ever tried. And so if they try to do one thing that they initially fail at, then just shut down and nobody do nothing at all. That's also a type of imposter syndrome. There's also the expert. So this person, they feel like they must have all the degrees, all the certificates, all the training, everything before they start. And even when they do have it, they still hold themselves back thinking that they don't have the value or enough knowledge to start this thing. And then there's the soloist. This person feel like said they must do everything by themselves. If they can't accomplish it by themselves, it's not good enough to do at all. They're not about groups. They're not about trying to get help and all of that. And in going on this road of confidence, if you become your own imposter, you will never feel like you have enough value. And it's not even value enough for yourself, It's the value that you bring to other people.
Yes.
Because sometimes when you're on this road to whatever purpose we want to get to, whatever goal, whether it be career, family, happiness, whatever we want to get to sin, if you don't feel like you bring value for yourself, and to others, it's going to hold you back.
As you're speaking, there's images are popping up in my head. Like there's times where that natural genius. Ooh, child, that's me, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. that's me all the way. All right, we're gonna look more into that. But yeah, we have to be mindful of this syndrome. And let me ask you this. So when we do identify that, all right, we may be teetering on the line of having this syndrome, what can we do to kind of snatch ourselves back?
Well, the thing is, I always say it's good to know and don't be in denial about what's going on with you. Because even with me being as confident as I am for most of my life, I have seen instances where I am some part of that imposter. So as you said, the natural genius. I catch on to things very easily. And so the day when we stop catch so easily, I feel myself pulling back, like I don't want to push forward because, all right, I'm not good at this. It means I'm really just not good at it. No, it means you need to try harder.
Yes.
And even the part about accolades, I remember, as you said in my introduction, I now have my own communications company. And I've always, thank you. It's called Broad Axe Communication.
Hello.
Small axe chop big tree, but broad axe chop every tree.
Look here now.
Impact. Anyways, so I've always thought that I was good at communications. It's what I did for my university first degree. But I always also felt like I wasn't great enough to start my own company. No matter how everybody that I've worked with in the communications field always tell me that you do good work, you should do this, you should do that. Me never feel so until me get the masters. It's like me did a chase down this masters, and until I got it, I never felt like I was good enough to start this new thing. And when I did the masters, because I did it 10 years after I did the first degree, which would have meant I worked for 10 years. When I was doing the masters, because it's in integrated marketing communication, most of the things that I was doing in school, I already did it practically for the 10 years. So everybody that was encouraging me were telling me the truth, but I could not see the truth until I got this certification. And I'm not saying that certifications are not good, they're great. They help you to be better. But sometimes we rely on them to give us this thing, this confidence, so that we can propel forward.
Yeah. Wow. Let's break down the I ams that I was teaching our children in the summer program. We spoke about confidence. I am at my best. What does at my best mean?
Well, when you think about being at your best, that's different things for different people. So my definition of best can be very different from your definition of best. When I'm at my best, I think about balance. And it's balance is hard because there's so many things happening for us that for those of us who are mommies, and even if you're not a mommy, if you're doing the work, you're taking care of people, you're trying to take care of yourself, you're exercising, you try to drink water, you lotion your body, everything come in to this balance and being enough for yourself and other people. At my best, I think about balance. Am I checking in with my family? Am I playing enough with my child? Am I being poured into from my partner? Am I doing my best at work in terms of, am I meeting my deadlines? And if I'm not meeting my deadlines, do I have a strategy to meet them? It's so much for me to be at my best, but at the base of it, it's balance.
Yeah, balance. And I like that you said everybody's best is different, and that's something that we also need to be cognizant of, because Dania is shining on this end, and I may not be shining on this end of the spectrum. That doesn't mean that I'm not at my best.
It does not mean you're not at your best.
Yeah.
And doing your best is your best.
Yes. Yes.
So if at some points I too feel like, oh God, I should be doing this. I'm not meeting this. And sometimes the goals that we create for ourselves, they're unrealistic.
Yeah.
If we really sit down for a little while and go through it slowly, we realize that probably the timelines or the amount of things we wanted to do at a certain time, it's unrealistic, and then you end up pressuring yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like we've built this world of pressure where everybody has to be a certain thing and everybody needs to hit goals at 35 and everybody, who made these rules?
Yeah.
And it is what eats into confidence of persons, because if you are not living by those rules that I don't know who created, then you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
It's true.
And it's not true. There's no wrong or right way to live your life, because everybody's life is different.
Everybody. All right, I am focused.
I'm focused. Okay, do you have goals?
Right.
Do you have dreams? Have you put them down on paper? Did you put timelines to them? Are those timelines realistic? Are you focused on making it? It's almost like, we take it simple, like if we want, may not even go a big purchase like house. May I go say something like laptop. You need this particular laptop if you're an editor to do a certain type of job. Okay, do I put down on paper that I need to get these 3 jobs to make this amount of money so I can pay down or purchase this laptop? Staying focused. How am I going to get these 3 jobs? I'm going to complete these 3 jobs in this amount of time so I can get this laptop. It's staying focused on that goal or that dream to ensure that you get there. And sometimes we fall off, because life is unpredictable. It is okay, because falling off, you realize that, all right, so get into the dream this way, not gonna work. We probably need to do it another way.
Come again,
Or jump higher or go lower instead to get there. And that, for me, means staying focused.
Takeaway. The first one, there's a lot to unpack in there, but the first one and the key for me is, identifying what it is that you want, the goal, and writing it down. I struggle with that. I struggle with writing down what I want and the timelines. So that's something that I have to work on.
Yeah.
It's big. That's huge.
Yeah.
As it pertains to setting the goals, staying on top of the goals, and being focused.
Yeah.
If you don't have it written down, how you gonna know?
How you gonna know?
Shooting in the
How you
dark.
gonna track? How you track?
Yeah. How you
Because I'm good at the writing down part, but then sometimes in the middle of it I get distracted in terms of, okay, I start doing a lot of things, and then when I reel back myself, I say, hold on, but then there's something never in a day reaching to this goal. How me reach over yet? So, so that's for me, the tracking. I have like a million notes in my phone because I'm a writer down of the things with the timelines, but I get distracted, so I have to reel myself in.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to have to just write, Cynthia Shay. Write. All of you procrastinators out there, write. Very important. I am patient.
Listen. That's one of the something that made it struggle with the patience. In 2016, I remember every single prayer that I said, I asked for patience. My mother always tell me, say, you're too hearted. My mother tell me, say, my father at one point. He's a police officer. He's now retired. And I was very interested in guns at the time. Don't ask me. I'm not very interested in them now. But at the time, I was interested in guns maybe because I grew up around them. And my father said to me, the man who know me whole of my life, you know, he said, I would not recommend you to get a firearm because you're not patient enough. And that day there, I said, my father though, you're my father. You want police. You're supposed to refer me. But then I was angry first.
Yeah. He identified something.
He identified that I was not patient enough because in this life, whether it is a firearm or anything else, you have responsibilities. And you're responsible for your own actions. And you can't just fly off the handle. So not everything you need to upset both. But even most importantly for me, sometimes when you don't get that dream or goal, you get so upset with yourself. You get so disappointed in yourself, and then the confidence in getting to it has dwindled because of how you make your own self feel, not knowing that maybe you weren't ready for this thing and you need to be more patient. So, I'm to get that tattoo at that time. This tattoo is an Adinkra symbol. It's an Adinkra symbol, and it's called Dwenimen. And it means...
Can you guys see it?
Let me take off my bracelet. It means strength with humility. So it's not quite the word patient, but I've always considered myself to be a strong person, and persons have also said so about me. But I felt like I wasn't humble enough in my strength for a very long time, and maybe that's why it was making me so impatient, because me not sit down to think about humility is good in being a strong person. Humility don't make you weak. And just because you're strong, it don't make you a great person. And I linked it all to the patience. And I said, maybe if you put it on one of my main vein them and look upon it every day, it will help. And I'm not where I want to be regarding patience, but I'm a whole lot closer than where I was before.
And that's another thing on this journey that we're all on, right? That identifying that we have certain issues or setbacks or whatever however you want to label it, but we identify that we're not quite there yet. But we're a work in progress. Yeah, that's very important. You spoke about the next word that we're going to talk about: responsible. I am responsible. A big word.
A big word. A responsibility comes in so many ways, but it's always fluid throughout our lives. Important for me is that I'm responsible for my own actions, because a lot of times we get troubled and preoccupied with the thought that, oh, me never like what she do or him do, and you try. Nah, you can't control what other people do, and you're not necessarily responsible for their actions. But I'm responsible for mine. So in getting to my own dreams and goals, in being an overall good human being, what is my responsibility in that? And for a lot of it, I wasn't a person who was very keen on apologizing. No. I'm always like, even before they had the hashtag, I said what I said, I was saying what I was saying. I was saying what I was saying, and if you feel a way about that, your business.
Respectfully.
Yeah, that was me. And even though I'm still like that, because I will say what I have to say, I think about it more now that I have to be responsible with my words. Because similar to how my words empower me when I speak my I ams to myself, I see them, so when me fly off of the handle and set things to other people, it affects them. And sometimes you don't know what people are going through. You see them walk about their life, and even when they fly off the handle on you, you're like, I don't know what that person is going through. That doesn't mean you can disrespect me. But I'm more responsible with my words and my actions.
I have a positive attitude.
Listen, this is the one for me. Whenever I'm negative, everything else becomes negative. How everything start fall apart, so? Just so. Like, me just say, Lord God, I hope I reach a place in time because I don't want nothing happen to me car. At that day there, the tire puncture. Lord God, me make sure my clothes stay. At that day there, me just pass one regular bush from me pass every day, and it catch me clothes and it tear. Because you are being negative, it emits negativity all throughout your body and around you, and everything else starts just collapsing around you. The days that you stay positive, and me did have that one about money. When me that pay student loan, I have car payments and all of these things, I chase down money and just feel so negative, like me not gonna make it, me never make enough money this month, so me not gonna be able to pay things. And those are the months that I would struggle. The day I stopped that, one day me just said to myself, it was around 2014, I said to myself, hear me now, I gotta stop worrying about money, because money will come.
It will.
It will come. I'm not going to worry about it anymore, because worrying about it inhibits me from working well, and I need to work well in order to make this money. Sin, from me stop being negative about that money issue, it has started to work out positively for me. Me a rich man, me don't rich yet.
Yeah. On your way.
Getting there.
Yeah.
But it has changed my whole perception about being negative and being positive, and it helps that I'm wearing this ring here from Rev. That is Citroen. That's my money ring. It helps. But I'm saying being positive helps you. Even about my body. You see, when I had my baby, even though I only put on 18 pounds, he was a good baby to me. The fat started to distribute in different places. Right? Some part gets softer, drop down a little bit more. Right now, in my opinion, my breast them look like cash pot line. But I have, true, no lie, true. But I have thought about it. First, it bothered me in the first 6 weeks. Lord have mercy, me have to go wear a gurgle, this, that, tuck, snatch. And then I said to myself, hold on. My body not just create one whole perfect human being. One whole one, nothing wrong with him. You know, I'm alive. I'm a blood pressure did high. I'm alive. We are okay. We're not for depend on medication. Women stress out myself about snatch because of the things that women see on social media. Which takes me to the point that not every day you're going to feel confident. No, it's not every day that you're just on this high. I'm so confident. No. Some days, because you're human, like everybody else with every other issue, you feel not as confident as other days. But you have to speak the positivity in yourself. When we look on the little picture and say everything all right. And then I've left other people in the hospital where their children, unfortunately, something went wrong with them or something is wrong with the mommy. I'm like, I have so much to be grateful for. I talk about belly weight drop down.
Absolutely.
Seriously?
That positivity is so important. Even you talk about the shift of money then for you, or the mindset shift.
The mindset shift.
That you had to have. Imagine guys who are out there that are constantly down on yourselves, constantly everything is going wrong. Imagine just shifting your mind to everything is fine. To being positive, to speaking the positivity into yourself and to those around you. What an amazing feeling it is. I don't always feel positive. There's days that I feel negative, but I know that if I don't switch that around, if I don't get out of that quickly, everybody around me, everybody around me is affected. Yep. Everybody, and you don't want that.
No.
Then can we be confident and overwhelmed at the same time?
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you definitely can. And I think that sometimes with us confident people, for me, if I should ever not feel as confident and show it to persons who are not close to me, if I should ever cry, you want to see people that know what to do with themselves. Because they must say, do not push your what we say, what we do it. And I'm human. So sometimes when, like every other human, just because I'm confident, it doesn't mean I have days where I don't feel like I'm crumbling. It's not days where I necessarily feel less about myself, but it's just you don't feel as confident. And when you think that there's nobody out there that can relate because they expect you to be this thing, that can bring you to a place of being overwhelmed.
I am human. I want to realize that.
Human.
We're like human. We put these things in our. We put these rules, these things on ourselves that we have to be some sort of superhuman. We have to be perfect. We have to show up. But at the core of it, we're just human.
We're just human. And all the things that we are go for. We know say in life we have these dreams and goals and things that we need to do. But all the things that we are go for, we have to go so fast every day.
Every day.
Like one day you can't
just going.
I'm not
Every
about that
day?
life. As I said to
No.
you before, I don't know who created those rules for those things.
Yeah.
But some days, I just want in a my swimsuit. All if it did legal in Jamaica, I would have take it on a naked level and just lay down. Like, I just no want. Me no want do nothing. I
Yes.
just want lay down, what we
Yes.
can hang and chill. Tomorrow, we start again.
Yeah.
We can start again tomorrow.
And that's okay. Those days are going to happen, and that's okay. Embrace those days. It's when we don't embrace those days that you find the problem starts. More problems start. More. The confidence begins to chip away more when we don't acknowledge that we just need to just chill. Just be.
Chill.
Dadia,
Yes.
we cannot talk about confidence
Yes.
without talking about our bodies.
Right.
You shared with us off camera something about Uber facts.
Yes. You have to follow them.
I'm going to.
Yes, on Twitter and on IG. So I was scrolling through my IG the other day and I saw something on Uber Facts that said that there was a study that was done that persons who are naked for longer periods of time end up loving their bodies more than persons who aren't. And then I said to myself, seeing if you come on my yard, is either me partially naked or fully naked. At my yard you come, so are my rules. When I come on yours, me will try put on clothes. But I'm okay with myself being naked. Yeah. And I was like, look, I was doing this thing for so long and not realizing that it was helping me with my own self-confidence. So it's really easy and basic. Yeah. The fact that you keep on seeing yourself in front of the mirrors, naked, it's not like you're having surprises when you take off your clothes because you've been looking at yourself. Yeah. And it even takes me to some of the things that say happening on social media. Social media good and it bad, you know. Because all of them apps here where people are used to put in their waist and I make them bottom bigger, breast stiffer, face browner or darker or smoother. You don't know who you are anymore.
No, you don't.
And I try as best as possible for my own self-confidence not to do those things because if I keep on editing my pictures in certain ways, then when I see my real self, I'm not going to love it. Yeah. And my real self nice. Yeah. My real self nice. Yes. Me has never been a flat belly type of girl and I'm mighty. Yeah. Even when I get to my goal weight, because all of us have it. No matter if you're fat, skinny or in between, we all like ourselves a certain way. And when I'm at my goal weight, it still have a little pudginess to my belly. It's my thing. I like it. Yes. I like 2 little crease. It don't bother me that much. My stretch mark them, I'm okay with them. You have to like what you really look like. Yeah. And I mean, for some persons, they will want to alter themselves to be confident in themselves. And that's okay if that's your thing. Yeah. As I said, living a life is no wrong or right. It's what works for you.
Shout out to my mom because growing up, I would always be like, yo, Mom, why are you... Go put on clothes. Like, my mother always walk around her heart. Like, Stacey, you know. She's always on her bra and her. Like, what are you?
Mommy was onto something.
No, she was onto something.
Yeah.
And even now, I don't even realize that I'm doing it. Yeah. I've caught on to what she was doing, and Jada's just like, nah, it's not happening here. not here.
Put on clothes.
All right, Dania, do you believe that we manifest what's in our thoughts?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Our thoughts are so important and integral to the way we live. If you put great things in, just like food, just like trees, if you water them, just like plants, if you put all the good things in, the good things will come out. You know, and so in your thoughts, try to keep it positive. Try your very best to think of value all the time. Think how is it I can make myself better? How is it I can make others better? My community, my nation. I promise you, Sin, and all your listeners and viewers, that if you do change your thought process, you'll be amazed at how your entire life change. Try it. Just try it.
Testament.
Yeah.
Just change the thought process. Change the thought process. And it sounds simple enough. Some people it's hard.
Sometimes it's hard.
It's hard. It is not easy. But if you just and start small. If you're that person that is hard to just to change the thought process, start small. One day, you know what? All right, I'm going to change this thought. I'm going to change this thought. And little by little, you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. And I promise you, there is a huge difference in the thoughts.
Yep.
When your thoughts are positive, it is you feel almost lighter.
You do. It makes for easier life.
Yes.
Like everything that feels so pressuring and overwhelming and oh my
Yes.
God. I was talking to my mother the other day and her phone ring and she said, Lada one hour, and she never even looked on the phone. She not see a work call her. And I'm like, Mommy, why are you thinking that it have to be something negative?
Yeah.
What if it's the happiest news of your life?
Yeah.
And here I'm not true, you know, me never think about it. So you didn't even see who was calling.
Yes.
You
And
know,
and
change
to that point,
it.
exactly. And it's a conversation I have with my father all the time. From I was a pitting him off, and to this day, me at 40 yard, my father says, "It not easy, you know. It not easy. What's not easy, Dad?
What's not easy today?
He'll just say out the ear, "What's not easy, Dad? Tell me
What's not easy today in this moment?
What's not easy? No, I said, Dad, you have when now every time I said no, it is easy.
It can
It
be.
is
It really
easy.
can.
It is. So yes, it's true. We have to be cognizant of the thoughts because the thoughts become words, yeah, and then actions. Daniel, how do you nurture your faith?
My faith. Because, all right, we know that faith is a thing that you don't see. It's believing in things that you don't actually see. And so that also for me comes into my thought process. How do I know that this thing will come true when I have no real proof that it does? I believe. I believe. I believe that it can happen to me. I believe it can happen to my family. I believe that I can manifest my goals and my dreams. But believe.
Absolutely.
How? Because I've seen it happen for other people.
Yes.
I have seen it happen in things that I've done before. So just because you're trying to embark on this new thing that you have no proof will work, believe. Let me tell you something, saying you have one whole heap of people out in the world where do things where them no qualified for do just because them believe then can do it.
Can do it.
Them say you saying shouldn't be able to run so fast. Them saying shouldn't be able to run the 100-meter because of his height. Not the fastest man alive still for years.
Because he
from
what?
2008. He believe. Yep.
Believe. Then we all go through seasons. The testing seasons, the ones that are just you just feel like the world is just on top of you.
Like you can't make it
You
tomorrow.
just can't like
Not even to the end of today.
throw the whole thing away.
The whole
Okay? Just
thing.
dash it away.
Dash it away.
How do we remain confident in these seasons?
If you don't have bad days, you won't appreciate the good ones. Life is such a juxtaposition of about being positive, negative, good, bad, sometimes confident, sometimes not, sometimes valuable, sometimes not. You learn to appreciate the positive side of life because you've experienced the negative side of life. And sometimes in experiencing the lows, whether it be because of fear, you did something that was wrong in getting to where you wanted to go, or because of circumstances that happened before that's now affecting you, it's because you go through those things why it should motivate you to go to a better season.
Wow.
My mother always said the darkest part of the day is the night is right before dawn. At 4 o'clock in the morning, that
light
bad,
comes in,
but light is about to come. And it, sometimes if you just persevere, sometimes if you're just patient and wait it out, because sometimes when you're waiting, it's a fighting wait, it's a struggle. But sometimes it's a patient wait, be still. And you have to know which one is appropriate for the situation that you're going through.
Major gems in there, guys. Major gems. Dania, what are some of your I am statements?
Definitely I am confident. I am worthwhile and valuable.
Yes.
I bring value to everybody
Yeah.
that interacts with me.
Yes.
I am absolutely beautiful.
You are.
How me pretty so?
Yeah.
How me pretty so?
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, I always end with my influence will help others in my country and the world.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm a community type of person.
Yes.
I love community, any
Same.
type of community. You know
Same.
mean, just where me live. It's also my broad tail community with my full figured people. It's my communication community. I'm a community type of girl. I work better in a group because I love people. So you know, say COVID, I'm at me, right? So
Everybody.
Yeah. So for me, it's that I'm confident, I'm valuable, I bring value to people, I am beautiful, absolutely. And my influence will bring value to my community, to my country, and to the world.
We are now at my favorite part of chasing. Well, one of, because our conversations always are amazing. And Dania, you brought the fire. We're now gonna do our epic intention cards. Now, these cards very important to our affirmations and speaking confidence over ourselves, the setting of the intention, right? Big up to Stacy. You know I love you. I believe that she's gonna have these cards more accessible to us on the island here. Nice. So listen out and look out for that. In the United States, where we're also heard, you can get them on Amazon. All right,
nice,
Dania. You are going to shuffle up the deck like Pacha would I say.
Mm-hmm. Got me at the queen in the pot. All right. I like these.
Yeah, they're such power in them.
And then I choose?
You choose.
From anywhere?
Anywhere. Okay.
And then I read it?
And then, hold on, let me choose mine now.
Sorry.
Patience.
I know, right? I told you. I'm still on that journey.
All right, see, I'm shuffling up. Mm-hmm. There's no... All right, and I'll pull from the top. Okay, you go.
I surrender. I trust the universe fully and completely with all areas of my life. Let go, let God.
And what's coming to me is when you spoke about not worrying about the money anymore and just letting it go.
So many other things.
And there's so much power that we probably haven't spoken about. There's so much power in surrendering.
Yep.
So much power in surrendering. Okay, here I am. I am my true essence. I yield to the universe essence that dwells deep within me and allow this to guide my thoughts, words, and actions. This is the...
I like that.
Yeah.
She's in a swimsuit.
Yeah. Dania, talking about swimsuits, tell us where we can find your brand, Broadtail.
So Broadtail Designs, we're an online store. We have pulled down our website because we're making it an e-commerce website now, so it'll be back up soon. But you are fine to DM us on IG at official Broadtail, and we're also on Facebook at Broadtail Fitkinis. And yeah, that's where you find us for now.
And this is
my romper. This is our Kulu romper. Yeah. We have it on Kulu because that was my name at university. That was my hall name. And you can get them. They are very nice. Yeah, they come with a headband. They also come with a waistband if you want one. And it's one size fits all. So yeah, you can jump in it.
And as far as brand communications, your new company?
My new company is called Broad Axe Communications, as I mentioned before. Yeah. And we're a boutique communications hub. So we're all about your public relations, your profiling, your crisis management, brand communications. Wonderful. That's what we do.
Wonderful. Yes. Dania, thank you so much for sharing space and time.
Thank you.
You know what I love when I have a guest and the guest leaves me feeling fuller. Yeah, like yes. I love that. Yeah.
You make me feel good because that's a part. I remember I told you that's a part of my whole staying self-confident when I think I add value to other people.
Absolutely, and that's what we should be doing is adding value. So thank you for adding value to Chasing Purpose and to me personally.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. I like this. I like the crew.
Thank you.
Yes. The crew. It's a whole experience, guys.
I'm telling you, our behind-the-scenes conversations are next to none.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Affirmations are sentences aimed to affect the conscious and the subconscious mind. I am strong. I am bold. Whatever affirmation you put behind the words I am, you will certainly become. The words I am can help to inspire and motivate you to act and think in a way that aligns with your purpose. Now repeat after me. I am confident. I am at my best. I am focused. I am patient. I am responsible. I have a positive attitude. I respect myself and others. These are words of power to be spoken over your life. God bless and good night.
Possibility, I am a promise with a capital P. I am a great big bundle of potentiality, and I am learning to hear God's voice, and I am trying to make the right choice.